This is a brief slideshow on feline senses, looking at vision, audition, and olfaction, and then putting it together to see how a cat stalks a prey object. The visual pathways are pretty common from one mammal to the next. First, the visual stimulus is transduced in the retina. Then the optic nerve takes the signal back to the lateral geniculate nucleus in the thalamus. As well, there are projections of the superior colliculus in the tectum, which is in the midbrain. This helps coordinate motor behavior and vision, so even as the visual stimulus is being processed, the superior colliculus allows the organism to move their eyes and focus on the prey even before the cortex is recognizing that this is an actual prey object. Projections from the thalamus go back to the primary visual cortex, which is involved in the initial processing of movement, up, down, sideways, towards or away from the animal, color, shape, components of the visual stimulus like that. Then the association areas where the information is organized and recognized as a prey object. Let's go back to the cat eye first for a moment. The particularly well developed in the cat is the tapetum lucidum, which is a layer of cells behind the retina that reflects light back onto the retina. Now what this does is it allows amplification of the visual stimulus in low light. The tapetum lucidum and its function, along with a large percentage of rods in cats, allows them to be able to hunt at night. You can see in this picture of the cat with a flash the shiny reflection back from the tapetum lucidum. Auditory pathways are also similar across all mammals, but unlike in vision where the optic nerve goes directly to the thalamus, the auditory nerve first synapses in the spinal cord with the superior olivary complex. This helps synchronize sound stimuli in terms of temporal reception and allows for the immediate localization of the sound by recognizing which ear the sound comes to first and coordinating that within the spinal cord. This is important for cats to be able to localize small prey and, of course, predators sneaking up behind them very quickly. Then the interneuron synapses with the inferior colliculus and the pons in the hindbrain, which helps coordinate vision and auditory stimuli. This is really important for fine-tuning the localization of the prey. Projections then go to the thalamus, the switching station, and out to the auditory cortex and association areas where the stimulus is recognized as little bitty mouse footprints going through the grass. Olfaction is extraordinarily complicated in mammals, and the olfactory bulb is sort of the original cortex in lower organisms. There are direct projections of the olfactory nerve to the thalamus, which is the sensory switching station, to the amygdala, which is important for emotion, to the hippocampus, which is important for learning, and the projections to the amygdala and hippocampus together are important for emotional learning. For example, mice taste good. There are also projections to the hypothalamus, which stimulates a hormonal and neural response of the body to stalk and attack the prey, and to the frontal cortex to motivate and plan the response to the stimulation that comes in through smell and also is combined with vision and audition. And between these three senses, the animal is very easily able to find and stalk their prey, as we'll see in the next slide. Putting it all together, here's a picture of a kitten stalking a very important prey object, a feather. It's got his vision and audition coordinated. Notice his dilated pupils. He's all ready for the attack based on the stimulation and response of his hypothalamus. His sense of smell is helping him locate and motivate him to attack this vicious object of his desire. Hope you've enjoyed this brief slideshow talking about the cat senses. I had fun learning a little bit about Captivate while creating this.